Hello everyone, I am Lamarr Townsend. I'm a psychic and energy channeler, a tarot reader, and an astrologer. And I'm here to do a psychic prediction reading for you all, part one of 2023. So happy New Year, by the way. We are in officially 2023 New Year's Eve, because it's actually technically December 31st, 2022. But I figured it's no better time than ever to do it now and see what predictions spirit channels through me for 2023. So thank you all for being here. I am Lamarr Townsend. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic, an energy channeler, a tarot reader, and an astrologer. And if you would like a reading from me, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and comment. Keep in touch with me via my social media pages, and if you would like a reading, do not hesitate to visit my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I am available for personal readings and I would love to read for you. This is where you can contact me. You can text me at 703-791-9162. You can also email me at lamar.townsend@gmail.com. Or the best place to get a reading from me is to just visit my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. You can contact me here on my website at lamarrtownsendtarot.com. This is where you can go to book a reading with me. You can scroll down and check out my Twitch, my YouTube, my Patreon, and Spotify. You can also scroll down and read reviews from people who have purchased readings from me, and follow me down here on Instagram and Facebook. If you would like a reading, go right to the store section. This is where you can go to view all the rates, services, products, classes, and different types of things I do offer. And I do offer quite a lot. I do offer email readings, I offer phone readings, I also offer video recorded readings where you send your questions and I record myself doing your reading on my own time, typically within 1 to 3 days or less, depending on how busy I am. Lately I've been super busy, that's why I have not posted in like 4 days, so thank you all who have been patient with your readings and your candles and stuff like that. But yes, if you would like a reading, do not hesitate to reach out to me at lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I wanted to get this video out sooner, way sooner, but like I said, I have been so busy with personal readings, you guys. I mean, I've been like, y'all really bought so many readings over the holidays, and I'm so appreciative of it. It was like kind of like my mini Christmas, but now like I have a backlog of clients I need to get to, and not that long, but a couple days where it's like, all right, we really got to chug through this list. So y'all have really kept me busy this holiday season. Happy birthday to me. I had my birthday a couple days ago, December 27th. So, also I want to bring up a few predicted its. I did have a predicted it connected to the University of Idaho for students. I think one of the first readings I did, I kind of gave a description of, I think his name is Brian Hoger or whatever his name is, Co-Hoger. I was thinking back to my reading and like how I described him, and he looked pretty much exactly how I described him. I think I remembered saying in one of the readings, I didn't feel like the person who did this or the guy who did this to these 4 students, I felt like he wasn't a student. Like either he wasn't a student at Idaho College or whatever college they went to in Moscow, Idaho, or he wasn't a student at all. It turns out this guy, Brian, that's now arrested or in custody for these 4 murders or these 4, slayings for YouTube purposes, it was a graduate student, so technically he no longer was a student. So we had a lot of predicted its on that. We may have to do a predicted it in a few days as more information comes out, but I just wanted to say that. So you guys, in this reading, in part 1, I'm just going to channel what Spirit has to say to us. Part 2, I may pull some cards. If you want to see part 2, become a member of my YouTube channel by hitting the join button. You may have to get on a computer, but once you see the join button, it should be next to the subscribe button. Click the join button, pick a tier, and you will have access to part 2 of this video along with part 2 of countless other videos I have done. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it and see what we've got going on with 2023. So, I'm going to do a quick singing bowl because I want to open up the channels and see what we've got going on, and then we will tap into Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing forth the energy of 2023. Let's try that one more time. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing forth the energy of 2023. Thank you for bringing clarity, insight, and guidance into 2023. Thank you for allowing the energy of Osiris to come through and give us glimpses as to what we can expect in the year 2023. whether it be month by month or prominent events, whatever it may be, Spirit, whether it be prominent events in pop culture, whether it be prominent events worldwide, please give us a glimpse into what 2023 will be like. Thank you for protecting my energy, my thoughts, my mind, and my emotions, my space, as well as those watching this video. Amen, amen, amen. All right. All right, you guys, let's tap in and see what we've got coming up for the year of 2023. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Osiris. Thank you, angels, ancestors, for showing me what we can expect in the year 2023. The first thing I'm seeing, I don't think this is a flamingo. This is a... It's not quite an ostrich. It's, one of those birds where they spread their wings or they spread their feathers. And it almost looks like they have evil eye on their feathers. I think the feathers are associated with Oshun. I can't think of the name of this bird. Let me look up bird associated with Oshun. I'm going to type it in my phone. Because I can't think of the name of the bird. Bird associated with Oshun. Peacock. Is it the peacock? I think it's the peacock. I didn't know Oshun was associated with vultures. It's the peacock. Oh, I didn't know she loves vultures too. Peacock and vultures are Oshun's favorite birds. Interesting. You know, there's also a streaming service that's available. I don't know if it's available overseas, but there's a streaming service available in the United States called Peacock as well, which is interesting. But the first thing I'm seeing is the peacock spreading its feathers. To me, this symbolizes if a peacock... I don't know much about the peacock, but I can assume what I do know about birds is if they're spreading their feathers like that, they're either uncomfortable and they're trying to intimidate, or they're comfortable and they're showing off its beauty. I feel like this is specifically associated with the peacock. So I'm not sure which side of the coin this peacock falls on, but I feel like to me it's like the peacock is comfortable, but it's showing its beauty. That's the energy I get. So to me, what I get, and now it's making more sense, because when we break down the numerology of 2023, 2023 in terms of numerology breaks down to the number 7. We add 2 plus 0, that 0 cancels out, so that's 2 plus 2, which is 4, plus 3, which is 7. 7 in numerology is a number associated with Neptune, Pisces, spirituality, life behind closed doors, secrecy. Neptune is also associated with illusions and things of that nature. So, to me, because of the look of evil eyes on the peacock's feathers, and if you look up a peacock's feathers, like, it looks like evil eyes are on the feather. Let me show you. Peacock feathers. Which, if you didn't know, evil eyes are a talisman, an amulet of protection, actually. Look at this. These are peacock feathers. Maybe I make it darker. Maybe that might help you see better. Hold on. Oh. These are peacock feathers. Don't these look like evil eyes? Child. There's definitely a need to protect oneself. Of course, because peacocks are associated with Oshun, along with many other deities, there could be an association with Oshun or these deities. But there could be a lot of, like, blessings that 2023 actually brings, because it's a number seven year, and number seven is associated with spirituality. So, like, I almost feel like there's something like ominous. Like, there's going to be some sort of ominous thing that happens in the beginning of the year. And I don't know why I see particularly the months of January or February, where it's kind of like, oh, okay, is this how the year's going to go? Is this the theme of this year? So I feel like there's something, you know how it's like Groundhog's Day? Like, it's like something like that, where it's like, maybe the groundhog has no shadow this year, or it's like there's something where it's like, something happens and it's like this hasn't happened, since the past 50 years, kind of thing, and it's like, oh, is this what yours gonna be? It's like something like that, where it's like there's a lot of in 2023 there's gonna be a lot of ominous messages, or there's gonna be a lot of like symbology, spiritual symbology, like as signs to look out for of what's to come, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm seeing radio towers, something about radio towers or transmissions. Like, either it's like I'm seeing like a city, and then there's like a tower, and then there's like a beam on the tower, and it feels like this beam is either transmitting things out in terms of radio waves, frequencies, but it also may be taking things in. I don't know why this is important. The weather is like kind of cloudy, dark, so it's like, once again, is this an ominous message? Is this symbology? To me, the radio waves, the radio transmissions, can mean technology, can mean internet, can mean Wi-Fi, but it almost makes me think interception. Like, could internet, technology, radio waves, Wi-Fi be intercepted in 2023? Is that something that could happen? Because in 2023, the number seven is a number, once again, of not everything is necessarily as it seems. So I would be, you guys, this is really random, but I would be careful if you're someone who tends to, like, like, I know sometimes people will take their, like, and I used to be this way too. I haven't done this in a long time. Now I don't know if I'll ever do it in 2023. But there's something where, sometimes people will, you'll take your laptop, your computer, your phone, and like maybe you're at the mall, maybe you're at the, in a public setting that has Wi-Fi. You just tap into the Wi-Fi and you start doing business. You start, trading Bitcoins. I don't know, you start tapping into your emails. You start tapping into your bank accounts. And it's like you don't know what the transmitters are picking up and dinging and like pinging, and like there's something with that where it's like really be careful of that in 2023. um I keep seeing the peacock. Yeah, I keep hearing like Wi-Fi interception, technology interception. I keep hearing like dings, but it's like on the outside of buildings. So almost like, I don't know if there are drones out there that can somehow like pick up on dings that are like already like happening, like uh in the air or with certain buildings. Like, there's some weird thing going on there with technology, Wi-Fi, dings, pings, and stuff like that. Like, tracking your location. This is gonna potentially be a big thing in 2023. All right. Privacy via airwaves, privacy via technology, privacy in these types of public spaces, not only in the public space of the internet, technology, and social media, but the public space of using a public Wi-Fi, a secured Wi-Fi, even at your own home. Like, there's something about that. Speaking of Wi-Fi, I feel like there could be something with cable companies concerning Wi-Fi or contracts that could like increase. That's gonna be a big contention. I don't know why I hear Comcast in particular. I clearly heard Comcast for sure. I heard Telewave or Tele something as well. Telewave or Tele something or Wave something. I hear technology boom. Technology boom. Could there be some technology booms in 2023? Is that what you're saying, Spirit Osiris? I feel like there could be some sort of technological boom in 2023, but I feel like it deals with phones. It could deal with like an Apple or like a new phone that's introduced where it's like this is the first phone to be able to do this kind of thing. But once again, it has something to do with dinging. Like, say you're at, I don't know, a hotel. Say you travel to a new town, city, state, and you're in a hotel, and your phone is tapped into the nearest phone tower, or Wi Fi tower, or whatever it is. It's like information could be collected or based on where your Wi Fi or your phone, your tablet, your internet, whatever it is, based on its location and its nearest dinging point or dinging location. I don't know what I mean by ding. By the way, I'm just using words that I can best describe what I'm seeing. But you get what I mean. You know what I'm saying? It's like your phone. You know how your phone asks you like, what's your? Can I tap into your location? What it's doing is it's dinging, and now it's making me laugh. The word ding. It's dinging to the nearest tower, and that's how it is figuring out your location. Same thing with your tablet or your computer, because I have an Apple computer, and a lot of times if I'm looking up like movie theater near me, it'll ask me like, can I tap into your location? Can I see your location? It's dinging to the nearest point or the nearest tower to therefore figure out your location. So it's like, okay, you're in this location, you're in this area, this is what, these are the results kind of thing. But there's something about utilizing that technology that something new could come from that, but also like there could be a breach of privacy, or there could be like a collection of data. Like there's something like there, like where there's a it kind of reminds me of like TikTok, how they always say, "Oh, TikTok, they're watching your videos, they're watching your phone." It's like that's already happening like on a larger scale. Like your phones are being tapped through these dinging tower devices. It's like not fully tapped in, like they can't tap into your phone and see what you're doing, but it's like TikTok is not the only people doing this, all right? There's other forms of tapping in, all right? It's interesting though, because I feel like all this technology and all these radio waves and frequencies could cause some weird illnesses. And it's people's bodies responding to all these radio waves and frequencies and dings and pings. I feel like there's something about headaches, lethargy, tiredness. Like, if you're feeling these symptoms, you really want to look at, like, where do you live? Is there, like, are there too many towers that phones and, things are dinging to? It's like, there's something weird about that. And then I hear infrared. There's a lot going on. All right. I feel like a rapper. There's something that could happen with a rapper or someone in hip hop. I feel like they have braids or cornrows. They could have dreadlocks. All right. I don't know why I see a dog being around a lake or a river and a crocodile just like coming out and surprising it. There could be a relocation of like wildlife or animals. I don't know why I'm hearing Florida. I know Florida they had a really bad hurricane in 2023, so I'm wondering if that is a part of that. But I feel like in certain parts of the world, maybe in certain parts of America specifically, I keep seeing Florida. There's like a relocation, like of habitat or something like that, where like crocodiles, certain animals, certain wildlife are in areas where it's like they shouldn't be. You know? It's going to be hard to get rid of them, I'm not going to lie. But I keep seeing water. It's like it's like you know how like roaches can be sometimes. It's like you find one, you get rid of it. There's however many more. It's like one of those things. But I feel like crocodiles. It's like the crocodiles mate, and they create, I don't know, two, three, five more, and then it's like that goes on and on and on. So it's like there's something where wildlife could coincide with domesticated life, though. That's the point I'm trying to make. So I would be careful if you live in like swamp lands or like lands where there's like a relocation of habitat. Like certain animals are trespassing on certain areas where it's like you shouldn't be here, kind of thing. It's like, why is there like a bear in my backyard? Like, what? There shouldn't be a bear in my backyard, kind of thing. Um, Knock on wood, by the way. Where's wood? Because bears are the absolute worst. Oh, there's wood on this chair. All right, good. I don't know why I see something about a lake or river or a body of water where there could be a lot of suspicious activity, criminal activity, possibly. Um, I also feel like there's a lot, like someone gets lost or someone mysteriously disappears, and there's a search for someone around a body of water. Like, I'm not sure if this person is well known or a celebrity, or if this is someone who's just like isn't well known, but because of the case and the severity of the case, it's like they become well known. Kind of like the University for students in Idaho, or kind of like Shanquella Robinson from 2022, or even Kanika Jenkins, like one of those things. No, or Gabby Petito, because I was gonna say it doesn't matter race really. I don't know if I get a specific race. I just feel like I actually feel like it's like more Caucasian though, or like lighter skinned, possibly. So I hear rafts, water, something along those lines. Water's gonna be a very interesting theme in 2023 for the good and the bad. Um, because I don't know, I'm seeing contaminated water. Knock on wood once again. All right. Okay. Let me pat my wig down, honey, because that one I wasn't prepared for, spirit. All right. By the way, this isn't a wig. This is my real hair, clearly, right? And yes, I have edges, okay? And my edges are all here, honey. Although they might get snatched by the end of this reading, I'm not sure. All right. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, and like the video. I don't know why I'm seeing, and this is alleged. Once again, knock on wood, because remember, you guys, it's a 7 year. So these random, weird, miraculous, like phenomenal, like or phenomenon, like that can only be explained through spiritual means, like random things like that could happen. I don't know why I'm seeing acid rain. Like rain with potential acid or harmful chemicals in it. I'm not sure. Like, I feel like this is a result of, it could be a result of, I don't know why I'm hearing, this is alleged, chemical warfare or military government, whatever government, whether it be in the United States or otherwise, allegedly, once again, this is all alleged for entertainment YouTube purposes. It's like it could be a result from that, but it's like a mixture of something in the ground or precipitation. Because you have to think of it like this way: like there could be something going on in the middle of Earth, but if there's an element of water happening, water will always find a way to find itself. So whether the water has to travel miles and miles and miles, down a pathway, that it eventually collects maybe into a river or a stream or a source where the rain eventually picks up that water, that liquid, and then returns back to earth. Like that's kind of like, that's how I'm seeing it. Child. It could deal with a hospital, like anything where there's chemicals involved, chemicals being used, things of this nature. I don't know why I'm seeing Jeffrey. Is his name Jeffrey Dahmer coming up again? Like, so I don't know if he comes up again this year in 2023 or if, God forbid, a situation like him comes up. I'm knocking on wood on that because he's just disgusting. I mean, I couldn't even watch that Netflix documentary, and I like horror. You know, like, ugh. Anyway. I do hear Milwaukee or Wisconsin though. Sketch. Um, because I think Milwaukee's where those things happen, right? And I clearly hear Wisconsin. I see Megan Thee Stallion. Something could happen with Megan Thee Stallion. What's going on with that spirit? I hear altercation, so maybe she could get into another altercation or another situation in some way, shape, or form. It kind of feels like a lot of drama or negativity follows Megan. Megan may need a cleansing or something like that, especially in 2023, because once again, 2023 is a spiritual year. I don't know, I'm hearing Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I feel like I'm seeing a plane fly overhead. It seems a little bit too low to the ground. It almost looks like the plane potentially almost like crashes or doesn't land or something like that. Could hit a prominent building. I keep hearing Canada, Canada. I feel like something could happen in Canada where it's like this has never happened before. This never happens here, kind of thing. But I feel like it's like something to do with like I don't know if I want to say like a natural disaster or something like out of the ordinary, obviously, but almost like out of the country's hands or out of the hands of like it's like we couldn't have prevented this from happening. There was no way for us to do anything. We didn't have enough time to react, or it's like there's something about that where it's like um, Canada could be going through a shift in 2023, but it almost feels like it like in a way mirrors how America was in 2001 when 9/11 happened. Not saying it's the same thing, but there's just something where it's like now we've got to be on edge a little bit, or it's like ironically though, whatever it is, it puts Canada on the map, and suddenly people want to go to Canada more, or like start like expatting to Canada because I hear Canada because I hear expat. So or maybe it deals with an expat. I don't know, but there's definitely something going on with Canada in 2023, and then I hear the month of April. April. So maybe the month of April could be prominent for Canada in 2023. Let me take a sip of my coffee. I don't know why I'm seeing Kim Kardashian, and then I'm seeing RuPaul's Drag Race. So I'm wondering would Kim actually appear on that show, or would one of the Kardashians appear on that show? But I don't know why I'm seeing Kim though on her own. It almost feels like a headline though, so it's like, um, hope I didn't smear my makeup. But I'm hoping does she become like a headline, but like for embarrass. I feel like she becomes a headline for embarrassing reasons. I feel like this deals with like an article of clothing or dress, or somehow involves an article of clothing or dress for Kim. It's like embarrassing though. I feel like, or to her, it's embarrassing. In a weird way, it's also a sign that the times are changing and Kim Kardashian is like getting older and maybe is being like phased out. It's like she's not as popular as she would have been maybe in like 2013, 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're in a new era. And I feel like Gen Z is like all over this too as well. Kim Child, are you gonna upset Gen Z? Like what are you doing? You upset the Marilyn Monroe fans. I don't. This isn't about you. So let me just not even. Let me just tap into spirit. Sorry, spirit. All right. You know I love Marilyn. So anyway, which by the way, Marilyn was inspired by Dorothy Dandridge, who was also amazing. Just wanted to put that out there. Um, the music industry, the music industry, and I want to say specifically in America, but I'm not sure how far wide the American music industry reaches worldwide. To be honest with you, because that's a possibility. Um, the music industry is going to go through a shift. I feel like less and less people are going to be interested in and involved in or wanting to be involved in these like award ceremonies. I feel like these award ceremonies are costing artists more money to. It's like costing them money to attend, in some way. Whether they have to pay their team, they have to pay these and that people to get to the awards show, and they gotta look good, and they gotta pay this for this outfit. I mean, you'd be surprised how much these artists make just to be seen at an award show and not win, right? So wow. I don't know. I'm seeing Lady Gaga in particular. Like she keeps standing out. Um, I hear Marlon. Makes me think of Marlon Wayans, but Marlon Wayans isn't a musician, is he? Maybe there's a Marlon, but then it makes me think of the Isley brothers. So I don't know if there's a Marlon Isley brother. Like I don't know why I'm hearing the name Marlon. Um, or I'm seeing the Isley brothers or Earth, Wind, and Fire, like something like that. Even though they're not, I know they're not the same, but it's like similar, kind of like black black male musician groups kind of thing. Um, we really got to get ready for part two here because I also have quite a few clients to get to. So let's kind of wrap it up, Spirit. What lasting messages do you want to show us for the year 2023? I was just talking for like 5 minutes and I just realized the whole thing was on pause. So I like have to remember everything I just said. Um. All right. Okay. So what I was talking about was um how 2023 is a 7 year. Seven rules Neptune. Neptune also rules music. Oh, looks like I got a client reading. Someone else bought a reading? Yep, someone else bought a candle. Well, thank you. Whoever just bought that candle. But yeah. Um, I 2023, it's become very this is what I was talking about before I realized the camera was not recording. But in the last few years, it's become super apparent that everything is not what it seems behind the scenes or as to the truth of what's really going on, particularly with, Hollywood, social media, the internet, these social media influencers, we realize, just because someone posts something on social media doesn't mean that's how their life really is, or that's what they're really experiencing or going through behind the scenes. We have so many of these people, posting couple pics on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and YouTube, but really behind the scenes they're like, complete opposites. They're like arguing and stuff like that. In Hollywood, it's like, we get the final picture. We get, the movie, the music video, the performance, but we don't see all that went into that. The good, the bad, the ugly, the in between, all the stories we've heard about, the Me Too. All these types of things are going to be way more apparent. What's done in the dark is going to come into the light in 2023. For the good and for the bad. And I think I was talking about this on one of my lives. I think I did a Christmas live. I was dressed in drag as New Cleopatra. And I did a Christmas live, and I was talking about 2023. We were kind of chatting, and I was saying how, we really need to make sure we have our spiritual protection up in 2023. Actually, one thing I'm wanting to do is I really want to go through all my altars. I've rearranged my whole apartment, my whole living space, which is why we're in a new room now. We used to be in a separate section in my apartment. So now we're in a whole new space for 2023. But you guys who have been following me, who is this that just texted me? Oh. The client who purchased the candle. So we're in a new space for 2023. But I remember, it's funny, and oh my god, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to talk about some of this in part 2. But I remember when I was actually transitioning my old space where I was filming into my new space. A couple of days ago, I remember actually saying to myself, this was before the new year, before I started filming this video. It just came back to me. I remember kind of saying to myself, I feel like I'm preparing for, I feel like I'm spiritually preparing for something. I'm changing my space around, I'm changing my altars around, and stuff like that. I feel like I'm spiritually preparing for something. And now what I'm realizing after doing this reading is I've been preparing for the new year. I've been preparing for 2023. But I've just been letting my spirit guide me. That's like an ominous foreshadowing of 2023 for me and for you. Alright? Let spirit lead the way. Let your spirit lead the way. Trust and have faith in your intuition. Your spirit guides your angels, God, your ancestors, whatever it is you believe. And if you don't have a belief, if you don't have a faith, if you don't have a spiritual basis or something that keeps you grounded, I don't know what to tell you. 2023, I mean, you're gonna need something to keep you grounded, because 7 is a number of easily your feet coming off that ground and you becoming ungrounded. All right. So 2023 is a year of groundedness. That should be the mantra. Staying grounded, staying tethered to earth. All right. All right, you guys. I'm gonna head over to part 2. For my members on my YouTube channel, I'll see you over on part 2. If you want to see part 2, once again, then subscribe, of course. Make sure you also like, share, and follow. But also become a member by clicking the join button. I'll see you in part 2 of this video, or I'll see you in the next video. Or in your own personal reading. Either way, I'll see you soon. Love and light. God bless. And have a happy 2023. No matter where you are in the world, by the way. Psychic with a T, the psychic with a T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong. This tarot card reading about to be long. Psychic with a T, the psychic with the T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me.